What's up, Internet? My name is Michael Cook, this is Blue Giant Media, and we're here to connect through gaming. Today we're going to take a look at what's inside the Kickstarter release, The Black Rose Wars. This is by Marco Montanaro and published by Ludus Magnus Studios. In this game you're going to be 1, 2, 4, 5 or 6 with expansion, mages who are competing to become the new master magician of the Black Rose Order. So it's a combat game with some card programming, some deck building, some battle, all kinds of great stuff. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside the box, the overall production quality, and what you're going to get for your money. Alright, as you can see, Black Rose Wars is a sizable box. It is pretty much the same depth as the Gloomhaven box and almost as deep as the Scythe Legendary box, if that one gives you some point of reference. So here we have a rule book, and this is the Codex Arcanum. This has all of the different spells that come with this base set kind of laid out and explained in more detail. It is colored. It is 28-ish pages. So that's nice. Kind of basically a FAQ on all the different spells. And then here we have the rule book, which is also in color and pretty decent thickness. Got some nice illustrations in there. And it is a good 40 pages long. Okay, we have just a couple of things to punch out here. Let's go ahead and do a test punch. Everything's coming out pretty smooth. So that's good quality punch board. Not anything to stress about punching things out. Then we've got, looks like we've got this molded insert, which has room for other stuff. There's still more stretch goals and things like that that are going to be coming with a whole mess more minis, some more terrain looking things, and all kinds of other interesting things. Looks like things have shifted around just a little bit in here, so maybe they don't hold things perfectly well. Let's take a look at a couple of these. Sorry for the noise. A couple of these minis and the details on them. So you got these holes right here to mark the damage on them and who did the damage for scoring when I guess in these guys I don't think you score necessarily when each one dies, but just to mark who did the damage or how much damage is left. Actually no, I think these are for keeping track of which evocation it is, because each player can have 3 of these evocations, these summons. All really nice minis. They feel, and I'm not feeling like I have to worry about it breaking. Feels very sturdy. These are altars. Okay. All right, what's going to be the best way to get this out? All right. And then a third level to this. Let's see if we can make room to slide this in here. This one's got a whole bunch of cards in it. This is taped down. Alright, remove that tape. And let's go ahead and flip that over. So we have the Mage Boards with the art for each of the different mages that goes with them. There's everything, iconography on here, from what I can tell already looks really good. You got your health, you got your hand limit, how far you can move your basic attack power, where everything goes. It even tells you that, because the spells are two-sided, there's on the top and bottom, so it tells you to make sure that you put the active side this way and flip it over. So all that stuff's kind of clarified. I know if you've played any games like Space Alert that have programming, sometimes there's a question of whether you turn it this way or that way. This kind of clarifies that. So everything looks really nice on there. And also, as you can see, they are double thickness so that you can have these inset spots to put the markers when one of your opponents does damage to you. And this is interesting. So this character has 10 health, so it has 10 spots in it. This character has 12 health, so it has 12 spots in it. So it actually even outlines it that way. It's really interesting. They didn't just punch them all the same. They not only gave it different artwork, they actually made a different punch pattern for each of these. And here we have these cards go with each of the different schools of magic in the game. Each different school will give you different types of spells, different kind of emphasis. And here we've got a bunch of the different rooms. So let's grab those. Take a look at the artwork on some of them. Wow, the artwork on this looks really nice. And these similarly are double thickness so that you have the insets in there. And when the room, to mark how much damage the room is taking, because the rooms eventually then get destroyed. And you can see they're just kind of a shadow of their former self, and they are no longer able to be activated. But we've got some really nice artwork on these. That one looks really cool. Nice library or a garden there. So I won't go ahead and show all of them because there's a bunch, but that's some good stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are the starting rooms, and these are the rest of the different rooms other than the Black Rose room, which is right there. And we have the last couple summons or evocations, the Malakotas, I think they're called. Got these winged beasts. They're pretty cool. I'm not usually the kind of person who's like, ooh, look at those minis. But I do have to say, those are pretty cool, and from what minis I have seen, they are very high quality. So I'm going to go ahead and cut away and punch all of, well, not punch the cards out, but unwrap the cards so that we can look at the quality of them and punch everything out here. And then we'll come back and kind of see how organization and all of that stuff kind of seems like it's going to work out. Alright, so here I have all of the different magic spell schools. Kind of, they're set right now, flip-flop back and forth so that they're easy to separate. And then they got these dividers. Clearly they made them just the right size to fit this. I know that there are a mountain of stretch goals unlocked for this game, including tons of minis, bunch more heroes, a bunch more schools of magic. I still highly doubt we're going to be able to fit everything in here. It'll be interesting to see what kind of other boxes they end up shipping with the stretch goals. Here we've got some space for tokens, and this sits in here pretty snug. I think that these spots right here were intended for these to go in actually, but they really don't, they don't fit. I don't want to wedge them in there. I tried to wedge one in, and I could feel it was gonna damage. So I do appreciate that these tokens right here, they fit in fairly snugly, but so I don't think I have to worry about them kind of moving all over the place. So that's nice at least. Now I couldn't quite tell what this is meant to be for. It would have been nice maybe if the room activation kind of tokens had some place that made sense in there, but they didn't really to me. Alright, so now so here we've got the score tracker, the event tracker, and here we can set this in here. There we go. So that sits in, and then the player mats sit on top. Okay. Then this will go on top there. Then we set this on top of that one. And this sits on top of there. And all of that is going to go back in here now. So let's set it in, piece by piece. I do hope that the stretch goal box basically is like Gloomhaven sized, because there's no way everything is going to fit in one box. No way even close. Not at all. It's a little bit uneven. There must be something not seated right. That's better. Okay. And then we'll sit the rule books on top. And this big old behemoth of a box. And here we go. And that's what's inside the box of Black Rose Wars, published by Ludus Magnus Studios and designed by Marco Montanaro. If you want to know more about this game, keep an eye out for links in the description section for my unboxings of the expansion sets as they come out, as well as overall setup, gameplay example, and my thoughts on the game when the time comes. Until next time, I want to thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like what you see, and let me know in the comments section below if you have any feedback for me, because I'd love to connect with you. And as always, have a wonderful day.